Can a single stitch hold a secret powerful enough to change two worlds? Hyun and Lola represent contrasting worlds, digital modernity and handcrafted tradition. Yet their stories shared secrets, cultural heritage, and the possibility of forbidden love. In the heart of Seoul, beneath cold glass towers, Hyun sat rigid in his sleek office. He was surrounded by sterile glass and cold metal, his entire world defined by algorithms. Tradition is obsolete, he said once, his eyes fixed on the digital skyline. Only profit matters now. But elsewhere, in a quiet Hanbok shop bathed in warm, golden light, Lola's hands danced over silk, weaving stories into every thread. She whispered to the fabric, "They want to erase us, but I'll keep us alive." One evening, Hyun arrived, the city's neon glow casting sharp shadows across his face as he stood at the traditional wooden gate. He extended a sealed envelope. "Create the finest hanbok in Seoul. No mistakes." Lola accepted the commission, her eyes steady, but something in her flickered. Curiosity, defiance. She looked at the billionaire who valued nothing she stood for. "You think this is just clothes," she said softly. "But it's our soul." Their worlds collided that night when Lola noticed the cufflink on Hyun's wrist, a pattern she knew from her childhood, from her grandmother's stories. "Where did you get this?" she asked, her voice barely a whisper. Hyun's gaze faltered. "It's just a design." "No," she breathed, tracing the symbol with a careful finger. "It's my family's legacy." Lola stepped back then, her voice shaking slightly, the warmth in the shop suddenly feeling fragile. "That symbol," she explained, her gaze distant as if watching an old memory. "My grandmother called it the loom of prosperity. It was the trademark of our textile dynasty in Nigeria 100 years ago. It represented our original silk blend, a secret we shared with only one partner, a powerful Korean merchant family, the family that started the company your grandfather later took over and built into this crypto empire." She looked at him, tears welling but held back by her fierce pride, the weight of generational pain heavy in her voice. "We were partners, friends, until they took the pattern, severed the ties, and left my ancestors with nothing but the memory. They built their future on our loss. And now, you wear it as a cufflink. It's not just a design, Hyun. It's the wound of my people." Hyun felt the cold shock of inherited guilt. The digital world he trusted offered no logic for this kind of historical pain. He took a hesitant step closer, his voice cracking with sudden, genuine emotion. "Lola, I never knew. I never asked where the cufflink came from. It was just an antique family piece." He reached out, gently cupping the hand that was tracing the symbol on his cufflink. "I can't undo the past. I know that. But I won't let it destroy us now. If that symbol is your legacy, then I will help you reclaim it. I promise you a future that is not built on betrayal, but on honest partnership. A future we can build together." Silence hung between them, heavy and electric. The shared history was a chain, but his promise was a spark. Days passed with tense meetings and stolen glances. Hyun watched Lola stitch, the way her fingers moved, so alive, so human. "Why fight so hard for the past?" he asked once, his voice low. "Because it's who I am," Lola replied, her eyes meeting his. "And because some things are worth more than money." One rainy evening, Hyun found himself outside her shop, hesitant, the cold rain contrasting with the shop's inner warmth. Can tradition and progress coexist? He wondered aloud. Lola smiled, a soft warmth in her eyes. Maybe, but only if we dare to believe in both. Their conversations deepened, questions turning personal as the hanbok took shape. What happens when love is forbidden? Lola asked. When the past and future collide. Hyun's answer was a whisper. Then we must choose, exposure or surrender. As the hanbok finished, something fragile took shape between them, a secret thread weaving together ambition and desire. The billionaire and the tailor, bound by a stolen symbol and an impossible choice. Can Lola expose Hyun before her heart betrays her? Or will love rewrite their story forever?
If you found this story interesting, we want you to know that there is more from where it came. Only hit subscribe button and like the story to get more interesting ones.